Hello everyone, I am Shrutika Katkar and today's video topic is a life cycle of a thread. A life cycle of a thread in Java. A thread always exists in any one of the following states. These states are new, active, block, waiting, timed waiting, terminated. Explanation of a different thread state. New. Whenever a new thread is created, it is always in the new state. For a thread in the new state, the code has not been run yet and this has not begun its execution. Active. When a thread invokes the start method, it moves from the new state to the active state. The active state contains two states within it. One is a runnable and the other is a runnable. A thread that is ready to run is then moved to the runnable state. In the runnable state, the thread may be running or may be ready to run at any given instant of a time. It is the duty of the thread scheduler to provide the thread time to run, that is, moving the thread the running state. A program implementing multi-threading requires a fixed silence of time to each individual thread. Each and every thread run for a short span of time, and when that allocated time slice is over, the thread voluntarily gives up the CPU to the other thread so that the other thread can also run for their slice of a time. Whenever such a scenario occurs, all those threads that are willing to run, waiting for their turn to run, lie in the runnable state. In the runnable state, there is a queue where the thread lie running when the thread get the CPU. It moves from the runnable to the running state. Generally, the most common change in the state of a thread is from runnable to running and again back to runnable. Blocked or waiting. Whenever a thread is inactive for a span of a time, not permanently, then either the thread is in the blocked state or is in the waiting state. For example, a thread, let's say its name is A, may want to print some data from the printer. However, at the same time, the thread, let's say its name is B, is using the printer to print some data. Therefore, thread has to wait for thread B to use the printer. Thus, the thread A is in the block state. A thread is in the blocked state is unable to perform any execution and never consume any cycle of the central processing unit CPU. When the main thread invokes the join method, then it is said that the main thread is in the waiting state. The main thread then waits for the child thread to complete their task. When the child thread completes their job, a notification is sent to the main thread, which again moves the thread from waiting to the active state. If there are a lot of thread in the waiting or blocked state, then it is the duty of the thread scheduler to determine which thread to choose and which one to reject, and then a chosen thread is given the opportunity to run. Timed waiting. Sometime waiting for lead to starvation. For example, thread, its name is A, has entered the critical section of a code and it not willing to leave the critical section. In such a scenario, another thread name is a B has to wait forever, which lead to starvation. To avoid such a scenario, a timed waiting state is given to thread B. Thus, thread lies in the waiting state for a specific span of a time and not forever. A real example of timed waiting is when we invoke the sleep method on a specific thread. The sleep method put the thread in the timed wait state. Thank you.